So I've been a content creator for years, like 4.5 actually to be specific. And there are so many mistakes that I've made along the way that I hope that this video can help you avoid. So in this video, we're talking about my top 8 mistakes that you should avoid as a content creator. So stay tuned. Hey y'all, what's up and welcome back to my channel. My name is Andrea and I'm a visual branding coach teaching you how to build your brand and increase your impact online. And so for the best business and branding tips that you can ever get, be sure you subscribe to my channel and also hit the notification bell. That way you are notified immediately whenever I post, which is on Tuesdays and Thursdays and sometimes even Sundays, okay? I've been doing good with my Sunday uploads, by the way. So like I said before, when I started as a content creator and as an influencer, I didn't see myself as that. I saw myself simply as, you know, just a girl in her bathroom showing other girls how to do their hair. And so I really pretty much stumbled into a brand. And so that's why I feel like I made so many mistakes at the beginning. Not necessarily mistakes, but I would say like learning lessons, simply because I didn't plan for me starting out when I was back in college, my junior year of college, to turn into what it is now. And so here we are. So that's why I just wanted to go through some of these tips. So that way, if you're starting out, even if it is for a hobby, to know that it can turn into something totally bigger, but so that you are started off and you are good and starting on the right foot. So let's get into the tip. Mistake number 1 is something that I've mentioned in a lot of my videos actually, is that I started out with no plan. I had no plan for my channel. I didn't know what I wanted to be about. I didn't know who I was targeting. I didn't know what I was going to talk about. None of that. I just started uploading content. And if you do that, it makes it very confusing for your subscribers. They're not like, your subscribers probably won't come and actually like, they may subscribe, but they're not going to stay around and watch your videos because your videos are all over the place and a whole bunch of different topics. But if you had videos that were only cooking videos, and you would have a good group of people who come to your channel to watch cooking videos. You know what I mean? Like, you don't want to be all over the place. That is something that I made, and a mistake I made at the very beginning that I highly advise you not to do. You want to get very specific. What do you want to do? Who do you want to serve? And then why do you want to serve them? Get very specific on those 3 questions and run with it in terms of your content. Mistake number 2, something that I did, and I used to think this was so like old school / like who still does this anymore, but not having an email list. An email list actually is very important because, for example, if Instagram is like starts bugging out like it has been this year, or Facebook or even YouTube starts bugging out, what happens if those systems or whatever shuts down? Those aren't systems that you own. Yeah, you may have content on there. However, your audience, what if your audience can't find you, or your audience like doesn't have any connection with you? That's why you want to get their emails. And so whenever you get their emails, that's a direct form of contact with them where you can talk to them daily if you want to in your inbox, or weekly, or whatever you want to do. But having and starting out with a email list is very, very, very crucial. And so I love ConvertKit. This is not sponsored. I wish it was. This video is not sponsored by ConvertKit. However, I love ConvertKit. That's what I use for my email list. And a great way to get people on your email list is to offer them something. Okay, so for example, like you're going to offer them something, you're going to give them something of value. And for example, in this video, actually, you'll see in a little bit that I'm actually offering you guys something that I know will be of value to you. However, it's also going to allow you to get on my email list. That way you guys can stay connected with me, but then also I can continue to help you guys in your process to help you build your brand and increase your impact. And yeah, so you see what I'm trying to do? You see what I'm doing here? Do you see that? So you're getting on people's email list, and then what happens there is now they can send you down like a funnel, is what they call, of constant help and constant guidance and like constant like support, you know what I mean? Like directly to you, like literally tailored for you. So that's the importance of an email list. You do need an email list. You still need an email list. I know it's like going to be 2020 by the time most of you are watching this video. However, emails are still important. Okay. They are. Just trust me. And ConvertKit is awesome. And so I will have a link down below in the description box. I think you get like a free month. I don't want to quote that just in case. It's something like that, like a free month if you use the code down below. And so check it out. I love ConvertKit. So use the link down below to get that. Okay, so mistake number 3 is lack of consistency, okay? If you are posting on Monday and then 2 weeks later you post a random video, and then 3 weeks later you're doing this, and then 2 days later, it's like everywhere. It's kind of like if you love your favorite show, you know the exact time and the exact day that your favorite show comes on. Scandal, I didn't watch Scandal, but this is just an example. Scandal comes on Thursday nights at 7 p.m. You know what I mean? Like every single Thursday at 7 p.m. You know it is reliable. Consistency helps build trust. You want your audience to know, like, and trust you, and being consistent actually helps that so much more than you can ever really imagine. So being consistent will help, but then not even just that, and not even just for serving your audience, the algorithm loves it as well. Okay, if I fall off on YouTube for 4 weeks and then I come back, my first video that I upload is not going to have as many views as normal, simply because the algorithm, like, I don't know how to explain it all in detail. However, the algorithm favors consistency. So if it sees that I'm not being consistent, it's not willing to, like, not willing, it's not like this like mean robot or whatever, but it's like, it's not as likely for my first video back to get as many views. So that's why I highly recommend stay consistent. Don't just be consistent for 2 weeks or 3 weeks or even a month. Be consistent. Like, challenge yourself for an entire year. I'm going to upload this many videos on this date at this time, and make it very clear. And if you need to publish that to somebody so that we can keep you accountable, then do that. So consistency is extremely important. It's going to help you so much. And I see a lot of people obviously say consistency is the number one thing. And honestly, it is extremely important. And no matter what you do in life, if you want to succeed at it, you have to be consistent. You know what I mean? Like, these people who are great this and great that didn't just do it one time. They were consistent in their efforts. So be consistent, keep going. Even if you don't feel like your stuff is like bomb or this or that, keep going. You will get better with time, okay? You will get better with practice. Not with time, you will get better with practice over time. Okay, so mistake number 4 is not planning your content. Oh my gosh, if I didn't plan my content, I didn't know what the heck I was gonna be posting, you know what I mean? Like, and I was just posting random stuff that nobody asked to see, you know what I mean? Like, in one of my other videos, I talked about the power of researching and to make sure that you are making content that your audience is actually asking for and actually looking for and searching for. And so that's why I say that in terms of that, like, realm. And so whenever you're planning it out, it's way easier to make sure you are having content that actually will serve them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm trying to make sure my camera didn't shut off. It didn't. Okay, so yeah. So remember, if you fail to plan, you plan to fail. And that is so, so crucial. I will walk you guys through in a whole separate video if you want me to, exactly how I plan my content, exactly how I get everything ready and done. Like, I would love if it was as simple as me sitting down in front of the camera and just talking to you guys. But you guys don't know this, but there's a script right down here on my computer that I'm referencing during different cuts and stuff like that. And so, yeah, like, but this is all stuff that I did and I prepared like days ago. So there's a lot of stuff that you want to make sure that you have in order and have in line. And planning your content is actually extremely important, especially for me as somebody who still works a 9-to-5 job and does YouTube and all my actual business stuff on the side. You know what I mean? Like, on the side right now. And it's not necessarily on the side, but like totally different thing. Anyway, but that means I have to be even more organized because I have way less time to focus on that thing. And so planning your content is going to be, honestly, the do or die thing that could help you really succeed and excel on YouTube, okay? Just trust me when I say that. And honestly, within anything, like planning your content on Instagram, which I do as well, planning my content on YouTube. Honestly, I never actually am posting. This is a random thing, but I'm never actually like going on my phone, literally typing in my caption at that moment. It's everything that I do is all planned out. So now let me know down below in the comments, do you plan your content and what does that look like for you? Your tips and tricks, stuff like that. How do you plan your content? Down below, drop it in the comments for us. We can have a whole conversation down there about that. So if you are wondering how to start planning your content, I actually have a free content planning guide for you guys. It is a content planning calendar. It is in the description box and it's completely free for you. So I want you to learn how to do it. It's going to help you so much if you follow it and stick to it, okay? There's one thing to plan, there's another thing to implement, okay? And so be sure you're doing both, but I have provided the calendar down below for you to at least get it started with the planning process, because that's also important. So grab that down below. It's completely free. To the description box. Okay, so mistake number 5 is focusing on yourself more than you are focusing on others. And I know this is like, wait, what? And yes, it is your channel, right? It is your video, it is your content. However, you are not making your content for yourself. Let's be real. Your content is being put out there so people can see it, so that it can serve somebody, so that it can help somebody, and stuff like that. So it can be a solution to somebody's problem. That is the whole point of you creating your content, or it should be. And so pretty much is, you want to make sure that you are researching and that you are actually making content people are wanting to see. It is great to be sitting in your room and say, oh my God, this would be a great video. But you want to actually like qualify that and actually make sure that is something that your audience is searching for and that they are actively looking for. And that's easy to do on YouTube. And so a little trick that you can do, go to YouTube after this video though, or open a separate tab. You want to go to YouTube. And in the YouTube search bar, not the main search bar, but the YouTube search bar, type in, just an example, how to cook, and then do a space, okay? What you're gonna see is when you do how to cook and then hit space bar, you're gonna see in the like suggestions, those are things people are actually looking for and actually typing in to find answers to, okay? That is the best probably tip and secret and thing. It's not a secret. I wouldn't keep any secrets from y'all, but you know what I mean? Like, that's like the best piece of advice I can give you in terms of helping your channel grow, all right? So look down the list of things and like, take notes, start writing in a notebook. Okay, this is one of the things, this is one of the things, this is one of the things. And when you find one you really like, click enter and then look at the videos that are being produced around that topic and how, of course, not to copy. Don't ever copy somebody, but you can look to them for inspiration. Just be sure that it does not cross the line into copying and stuff like that. So that's a big tip that I can give you, is the research portion, and make sure that you are making content that people are looking for, not just random makeup videos that nobody asked for, or that you are targeting so wide that your channel is being swallowed up because there's like 10 million search results over that one thing you just typed in. Okay, there's a way to do it, and I can do a bigger video on this topic about how to get nitty gritty and to actually get your video seen on YouTube, especially because people see it as so saturated, like blah, everything is saturated. You as you are what's going to make you stand out and your channel stand out. And so, but I will help you guys exactly know how to actually target and use keywords for your videos. I can do that in another video. I just don't want this one to be too long. So yeah, let me know if you want that as well down below in the comments. Okay, so another thing is making sure you are leading with value, making sure you are being relatable in your content. Then also make sure you are engaging with other YouTubers. Make sure you are engaging in people's videos, on Instagram, on Facebook, if you're on Facebook, whatever. Make sure you are engaging with people so that it's going to get your face out there, but then also it's going to just help you be more involved in your community, in terms of like if you're on the YouTube community, if you're in the Facebook community, if you're on Instagram community, that way you are more seen, and your content is actually boosted up higher, because if you are more engaged, YouTube and Instagram likes that. And so you want to get more engaged in different people's content and stuff like that. Okay. Now, one thing I will say with that is I repeat, do not do sub for sub, or, hey, I just put out a new video, check it out. That is like disrespectful to post in other people's videos. If there's a video saying that and then all of a sudden you come on and you're like, hey, look at me. That's like, why? You know what I mean? Like, so what you want to do is actually, you want to comment something of value in those engagement posts. Okay. So you want to do this like probably 3 times a week, go on other people's videos, but comment something that is actually like helpful, that is actually like good information, and not just something to get them to come look at you. Nobody's going to come look at your channel because you told them to come look at your channel and didn't provide any value, didn't provide anything, especially if you do it in a spammy way. Okay. There's a way to do it in a spammy way. You don't want to do that. Okay. You can get somebody to look at your channel if you phrase it in a way, which I am never mad at that if people do that on my videos. If they phrase it, oh my gosh, Drea, this was such a great video. I love how you did this, and I'm going to implement these tips on my channel. Now, that comment, one, is supportive. That comment is of value. And that comment also is telling people that you have a channel without you saying, I have a channel. That's like, you know what I mean? Like, it's telling people, hey, look, I have a channel because I said, like, I'm going to implement these tips on my channel. Okay, mistake number 6 is doubting your divine gifts. Okay, you want to really focus on why God has made you the way he has, and different things that he's made you with, like your personality. What is fun about your personality? What is bubbly about your personality? What makes you you? And capitalize on those things in your video. If you are super like relatable, let that come across on the camera. You know what I mean? Like my hope and my prayer for you guys is that you feel like you are in my world. I am inviting you guys in my world, and I want you to know that I'm here to help you, and that I have your best interest at heart, and that I want the absolute best for you. And that is my desire for my content with me curating this. I want you to feel that we're friends. You know what I mean? Like I want that to be the feeling that you have when you think of me, when you meet me in person and stuff like that. Okay. So that is huge, but just know that whatever it is within you that God has put within you, he has done that for a reason. And so capitalize off of that and show that and display that in your videos. Okay. Don't be afraid to be you. People like you. People like relatability. They like you being you. Okay. You don't have to be anybody else. Okay. Number 7 is comparison. Now this is a quick one, but it's the big one. Comparison. Don't do it, because what's happening is you are comparing your chapter 1 to somebody's chapter 83 or to someone else's chapter 1. However, y'all are writing a whole different book. You know what I mean? Like, so you want to be sure that you are staying in your lane. You're keeping your eyes on the prize. You're keeping your eyes up here and on your actual goal, and not like looking to the side, looking this way, looking back, whatever. Don't get stuck in comparison, because it's very easy to do when we have social media at our fingertips like we do. And so just be careful not to do that. If you ever see yourself slipping into that, just note it and then be sure that you knock that out. Look within yourself to say, okay, what is it within me that's making me feel like I'm not good enough? You know what I mean? Like, and then once you do that, what you may need to do is block that person, not block them, like hide their content for a while, so that you can get out of the habit of comparing yourself to that person. It doesn't mean that person is wrong. Doesn't mean that person's content is bad, but you want to learn how to get over that within yourself. Okay. And know that it does start within you. That's not the other person's fault that you are comparing yourself to them. Okay. So look within yourself and say, okay, what is it that's making me feel like I am not good enough? And I'm telling you right now that you are more than enough. So that's nothing you ever have to worry about. Okay. So stay in your lane, be you, and there you go. Okay. And mistake number 8 is not promoting your content. A lot of people will upload this or post this and think that just because you posted it, that the world will see it. That is not true. Okay. And of course, this comes with, like when I say promoting, it also comes with the research part of it, and everything else. It all kind of like all warps into one thing. But you want to be sure that if you post a YouTube video, share it out, put it in your on your wall, in your YouTube channel thing, and share it to your Facebook group and to your Instagram feed and IGTV, and put it on your blog, and literally share it out. Put it in an email, send it to your email list. Whatever you need to do, but get it out there, and know that just because you post something does not mean people see it or have even like engaged with it, even if they have seen it. You need to put it in front of their faces again. You know what I mean? Like, and not in a weird spammy way. We don't do no spam, right? But you're going to do it in a way that, one, you're providing value. So I don't want you guys to be so afraid that you're being spammy that you don't promote at all. But I don't want you guys to be like, follow my channel, people on different people's videos. You know what I mean? That's what I'm saying. So, but I do want you guys to promote your own content. Absolutely. On Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on wherever platforms you're on. Just be sure you're getting your content out and you're not just doing that one thing of posting. That one thing, that's a great step that you've got your video up and out. However, it is not in there. You need to start marketing. Okay. Boom. So that's all I have. So those are the 8 mistakes that content creators typically make. And those are the 8 mistakes that I made when I first started. And so that's why I wanted to help you guys avoid that. All right. So don't forget to grab your free content creation calendar in the description box. It is down below in the video, or what? Down below in the description box, or my bio, or wherever it's available to you guys. Okay. So be sure you do that, but be sure that you are planning, of course, but then also don't forget to implement. You can plan all day and nothing will happen, but you want to be sure that, of course, you do plan, but you also implement. So after you download that content creation calendar, then from there, go implement and start doing the things you've planned out. Okay. Start with little. And it's okay to start somewhere, okay? Don't feel like you need to, you need to start out and doing 8 videos a day. That's not what we're asking here, because you're not going to be able to sustain that most likely if you've never done a video in your life. You know what I mean? Like, so start small, maybe 2 videos a week, and then 3 videos a week, and then maybe Vlogmas. You know what I mean? It just is up to you. So yeah, so anyway, you guys, I hope this video has helped you. Be sure you grab the content creation calendar in my description box, and I will see you guys in the next video. I love you so much. Be sure you subscribe, and also share this video with your friends if you think it could help them, which you know it can, girl. Okay, so share this video out, comment, like, subscribe, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.